in your recent book, Empathy Works, you make the argument that empathy is a critical corporate value. And it just strikes me that any company that's put out a mandate with regards to some arbitrary number of days that you have to be in the office, like that's the most sort of empirically unempathetic strategy approach one can imagine. Like I don't care who you are, what your situation in life is. You know, here's this number of days that you physically have to be present. How do you reaction?
If there were 5 days a week, I would absolutely 3,000%. I think some companies it's a sort of an interim position. They don't necessarily know that, but it's an interim kind of like, I'm trying to meet their needs, but also, have enough of that the office presence that I'm familiar with, that I can feel that I'm in control and feel that we can get back on track, which is why we see these RTO mandates when companies that they're not doing very well. It is not, I think, the biggest challenge. So yes, it's not empathetic because it's not trying to understand the needs of the employees, and typically those companies are not asking their employees what they want because they don't want to hear it.
Are you quick follow-up? Are you empathetic with the senior leader who says, this is what I'm familiar with, ergo I expect my company or my organization or team to mirror that? Should we be empathetic? I'm quick to dismiss it, but am I too quick?
I really empathize with the senior leaders who've been working the same way for 30 years. I do. I mean, it is hard. Habits are hard to change. And it's not just about the key thing here is this is not just about location. Everything is changing right now. This is the future work. This is modern work. It is very different. And it's not just about location. We are working together in teams more. It's project work, like the amount of non-routine work has gone up. I think it's 40-fold over the last 20 years. Why? Because so much is being automated away. So if I'm a leader and all this stuff is changing, would I like to have one piece of it that just I can feel familiar with? I can get my arms around it. I can feel that. The trouble is that actually it's so antithetical to what you need, because you need people to be open-minded. You need people to be flexible, to try and be able to pivot like we did during the pandemic. So the very thing that would essentially they feel is going to give them more comfort actually would put them in a worse position to adapt to all the changes that we're dealing with now. And AI just threw a bigger spanner into the works, which they have to adapt to. So really what they really, really need is to have everybody kind of going, okay, let's just rally, understand how we work. And when we can understand how we work, then as things change, if we can understand what the flow is, how we're using the cloud, how we're sort of interacting with each other, how we're passing off documents, how we're sharing things, then as AI comes in and changes some of these things, then we actually know how and where we can change, because we understand all the different parts and how we're working together and how then we might work together differently. But without knowing any of this, it'll feel, I'm sure it feels very, very difficult.
Paralyzing. Yeah.
Yes.